Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. This video goes out to Bartley Gerba, Oregon resident, my birth state. He asked if I would cover this news story. This was breaking news Tuesday, May 16th. Reportedly, it happened over the weekend, May 14th, in the tiny town of Estacada, Oregon, just outside of Portland, the big city in Oregon, which really isn't that big of a city. That's where I'm from. Anyhow, this story is straight up propaganda. It's about a man who cut off his mother's head, went into a Thriftway grocery store covered in blood, and reportedly stabbed an employee. Check this out. Oregon is the 33rd state. The U.S. Army Field Manual talks about the Psychological Operations Program for the United States of America. It's Rule 33-1 and the U.S. Army Military Field Manual. And if you're not aware, your news media has always been run by the military. All the original news anchors on TV were from military schools. This nation is a military corporation. It's all about keeping the people enslaved to fear. And this is more fear programming. A man who beheads his mother and goes into a store covered in blood carrying his mother's head only to stab another. Let's read the opening reporting. Estacada, Oregon. Warning, graphic details. A man covered in blood, holding a knife and carrying his mother's severed head, walked into an Estacada grocery store and stabbed an employee Sunday afternoon, according to the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office. I've covered propaganda from the police department out of Clackamas County before. A couple years ago, they were contributing to the race war. The suspect, 36-year-old Joshua Lee Webb, we'll talk about what's so interesting about the name Joshua in Oregon and a stabbing. Joshua Lee Webb was arrested for the stabbing and for killing his mother, 59-year-old Tina Marie Webb, at their home about 10 miles away before the incident at the grocery store. So let's come back up here. The word behead has gematria of 137, which is the 33rd prime number. This story comes out of the 33rd state, Oregon, which once used to be a massive territory. Estacada, Oregon, as you'd write it for a mailing address, also happens to have the gematria of 33, just like the abbreviation OR. O's the 15th letter, R's the 18th. Put it together, 33 for the 33rd state. All right, so that was the 33 part. Now the 74 part. Oregon, the 33rd state, the only with a gematria of 74. And the reason this is interesting is because of this. Jesus in gematria, same way, just like Oregon, sums to 74. This is using the alphabetic order. Jesus is 74, just like cross, just like Messiah, like gospel, like parables. Even Jesus Christ with reverse reduction is 74. Very special number. The English translation of the name Jesus is Joshua. This is supposedly a killer named Joshua in Oregon. Think about Jesus on the cross at 33. This story out of 33 land, Estacada, Oregon in the 33rd state. Oregon 74, Joshua 74, stabbing 74. The Ides of March, the day to remember the stabbing of Julius Caesar to death, is March 15th, the 74th day of the year. Killing 74, there's a song called Gematria, the killing name. Gematria 74 like English. This is Gematria, the Jewish Kabbalah practice of coding numbers into words. There's a belief in Kabbalah that God created the world by merging the letter with the number. So, more. The day this happened was May 14th, 2017, a date with 36 numerology. They say he was 36 years old. When you sum 1 through 36 together, it totals 666. Number of the beast, biblical number. It was also a date with 56 numerology. Estacada, Oregon has gematria 56, like the name Joshua Webb. JW. By the way, JW, that's 10 plus 23 using the alphabetic order, 33. Joshua Webb. His mother's name, they say she's 59 years old. Tina Marie Webb, the 59-year-old mother who got her head cut off, equals, her name gematria is 59. Just like her age, this is the kill number in Jewish gematria, fateful number. His full name in gematria, Joshua Lee Webb, 223, one of the most important numbers to the Holy Bible, very Masonic number. Masonic equals 223 in Jewish gematria. The Synagogue of Satan equals 223 with ordinal gematria. Philadelphia equals 223 with reverse ordinal. In the Bible, it's written a letter to the Church of Philadelphia about the false Jews ruling in the end times. And that's where we live, the land of the false Jews, the land of false fear propaganda by the numbers every day. This name Joshua Lee Webb also has gematria 47, the Zionist nation, the Synagogue of Satan nation established in 47 with a 33-member vote by the United Nations. The reflection is 74, 47 degrees on the Freemason compass. With regards to the specific store that they say it happened in, they say it was a Thriftway. Thriftway is a grocery store in the Pacific Northwest that's been slowly going out of business for the last 2 decades. Thriftway has the gematria of 113, like mainstream, like dishonest, like how in the Talmud, Baba Kama 113a says it's okay to lie to somebody who isn't Jewish. Notice the witness is named Larry. Larry. They got this witness Larry. That's another 74 name. And I didn't check Larry Cutler. 144, the number for time. The word killer in Jewish gematria, 144. 153, like Holy Bible. You see, this whole story is a biblical mocking. This whole nation is a biblical mocking. 153 fish and the miraculous catch. And Catholic Church, wait, which one is it? Hold on. What have I forgotten? Jesuit order, that's what it is. The Jesuit order, the Masons within the Catholic Church. Notice the gematria of 153. Think about the Jesuits, the Catholic, the Bible as we know it. If you write out Catholic Church, it also, just Catholic, it also sums to 145. Like May 14th, 14/5, biblical riddle. I mean, this story is biblical. This is like something out of the Bible. Murdering their own mother, chopping off the head, covered in blood. The Bible's pretty gory if you read it. There's more. At 2:35 p.m., a 911 caller reported finding a dead woman inside a home at the 2500 block of Elwood Road in Colton. 2:35. I just put out a video yesterday on 23.5, May 23rd, under the May sun in the month of May. If you missed my video on May 23rd, the May sun, what this number 235 is all about, it's all about Freemasonry, their compass, the tropics. Look at the phrase covered in blood, the way the reporting begins. Covered in blood, 235. 235 phone call. Let's just see what else we got here. Elwood Road, I'm sure there's something to it. Elwood, Elwood, 74, what else? Joshua chopped off his mom's house on Elwood on the 2500 block. 25, like death, like behead. I was trying to rush on this story. Again, 137, the 33rd prime. Here we are in the 33rd state. But just look at it. What else do we got? Colton. What do they got for us with Colton? Colton, another 25, like behead, like death. 79, just like mother, like murder. You see this? I know their code too good, Truth Seeker. Oregon, of course, also has the gematria of 38. Notice how death is 38, killing 38, murder 38. After Prince died, Prince 38, he died in Chanhassen. By the numbers. Big tribute to the Super Bowl. He died 74 days after the Super Bowl. Anyway, they said Prince, he died, and the doctor who visited him suspiciously was from Oregon. Remember that? All propaganda. Fentanyl, they blamed as cause of death. 38, 119, like all-seeing eye. 97, also like death. But the more you decode, the more you see through the lies. All of this propaganda is put together this way. Almost everything in the media is propaganda built just like this. This goes on every day, all over the United States of America, all over this world. And One more thing, Tina Marie Webb has gematria of 122 like Freemason and Francis Bacon gematria. Estacada on the 122nd meridian. Elohim, the Jewish word for God, equals 122 in Jewish gematria. These people are playing God with the media, with the weapons they control, the authority. This is what they do. They use their authority, their privilege, the things the people have been taught to trust to instill fear. It's time to put it to rest, truth seeker. Until next time.